Do not learn these 4 skills if you really want to become a business analyst. Please watch entire video so that you'll get an understanding. Hello everyone, thank you for watching this video. If you are new to my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing. So let's get into the topic. So what are those 4 skills? So the first one was Tableau. Many people think business analyst must learn Tableau, but for most business analyst roles, advanced Tableau knowledge is not necessary. So Tableau is company specific tool, guys. So not all the companies were prefers in using the tool called Tableau. So instead of Tableau, I highly recommend you to learn Power BI basics, because Power BI tool is most popular tool which is used across worldwide. Most of the companies will be using Power BI. So if Power BI is very easier, and it is enough for understanding, it is used for understanding reports, creating a dashboards. As a business analyst, your main job is not building a complex visualization. Your main job is gathering requirements, understanding business problems, stories, communicating with stakeholders, supporting testing and delivery. So these skills matter much more. So at the end, I would say was, instead of learning Tableau tool, you better learn Power BI basics, because most popular tool in the market that is used for creation of dashboard is Power BI. This is first one. Let's get into the second one. Second one, Python. So Python is great for developers, automation engineers, and data scientists. But most business analysts do not use Python. I see many people approaching me whether Python is needed knowledge for a business analyst. Definitely, Python will not be used by a business analyst, because we will be more focusing on bridging the communication between stakeholders and the IT team. So instead of learning Python, I would suggest you to learn SQL, because SQL is far more practical for a business analyst, because you may need to validate data, check check records, and understanding reports and supporting UAT testing. So even if you learn basic SQL commands like select, where, joins, subquery, this is more than enough. Okay, and the third one is Guideware, Salesforce, or ServiceNow. So I see many people were also approaching whether we are going to get whether Guideware, Salesforce, ServiceNow is mandatory for a business analyst. Definitely not. So these skills, I mean these Guideware, Salesforce, ServiceNow is used very one or two companies out of 100 companies, let's assume, because this is not popularly used. So these are platform specific tools, guys. So Guideware is mainly focused on insurance, Salesforce is CRM focused, and ServiceNow is IT service management, which is used to raise the incidents or tickets and track. So instead of spending months trying to master these tools, focus on domain knowledge. For example, domains like healthcare, banking are more popular across all over the world. So I would suggest you to learn healthcare or banking domain instead of learning Guideware, Salesforce, or ServiceNow. Alright. And the fourth one is Figma. So many people also question me that business analyst will be creating a visuals in a tool called Figma, but understand that Figma is primarily owned by UI UX designer. So UI UX designers will be there in the companies where they will only use a tool called Figma. Okay, so as a business analyst, you do not need to have a practical hands-on experience on Figma. Business analyst also create a visuals, right? So instead of using Figma, business analyst will be creating a mockups and wireframes. There will be a separate tools. For wireframes, there will be a popular tool called Balsamic, and for markup, you can create in Pencil tool. But we won't primarily create visuals in the Figma, because it is owned by UI UX designer. Okay, so why we need to create visuals? So we basically need to create screens in order to show and get the feedback from the stakeholders. So you will not be creating a deep dive advanced screens, because you are not an expert on that creation, right? Since you gather as a BA requirements, you will be creating a rough sketch, basic layout of the website or application. That's it. Very rough sketch visuals you will be creating. I'm not saying that completely don't learn these 4 skills. When you want to become a business analyst, try to avoid this for time being. So later when you become expertise, try to learn. You can upskill. So as a business analyst, you definitely need to upskill by learning new skills. So if you would get a chance to upskill yourself, I would encourage you to focus only these 4 skills. But if you are a very new and planning to become business analyst, I would suggest you not to target on learning these 4 skills. Instead, I have also provided in this video an alternatives, so try to focus on that. Okay, now let's get into what exactly the primary skills that I would like to suggest anyone to focus if they want to become a business analyst. So first and foremost is you need to have a thorough knowledge and on requirement gathering. So requirement gathering, you need to have a thorough knowledge, and you need to be very good at stakeholder management, documentation, which includes creating BRD, FRD stories, and process flow diagrams, Agile and Scrum, and backlog grooming. And you need to be good at communication skills, tools like JIRA, Confluence, MS Excel, and just now I have stated that Balsamic and pencil tools are much needed, and also SQL basics also, and domain knowledge is definitely much needed for anyone to become business analyst. So instead of prioritizing the skills which is not required in order to become business analyst, I would suggest you to focus and target only the skills which I was elaborated now. So apart from this, there are few more skills which is definitely required in order to become business analyst. I was not stated here. Like for example, you need to have a good at requirement traceability matrix and root cause analysis. You need to good at UAT testing. There are other skills as well, but the one which I was stated that are very much for anyone to become business analyst, those are much needed. So what you are looking, please do enroll. We are going to train on every concept, that too practical. I guarantee that my sessions are going to be very practical, unlike others who are going to train on business analyst. I'm going to train on practically. So we're going to have a role play sessions. So what you are looking for, please do enroll by contacting us, or else you can also visit my website. I will be dropping in the